Hey everybody, hello. Right, basically what I'm going to do, teeth back in. I'm going to make this video into two parts really. The first part, I would like to start by thanking the guys at Octopus Networks for my free gift. They gave me a nice glass plate. Nice and thin, got my logo on it. This kind of leads me on nicely to the this sort of first segment really. For those of you who don't know, my business or my company is Photoreceptorcell, and whilst I don't really mention this too much on this channel, I do have another channel which I put out, certainly on YouTube. I put out how-to guides in Photoshop, predominantly Photoshop, but there are some there on Lightroom and Premiere Pro as well. Not so much on Premiere, but it tends to be heavily Photoshop with a few Lightroom things thrown in there as well, because they are the three programs that I use in order to edit my photography and my videos. And so I basically share my findings and how I edit and my discoveries really on that channel there. So go check that channel out as well if you're into Photoshop, Lightroom or Premiere. If you're not, then don't bother. Simple really. So basically what I'll do, the first part of this video, what I'd like to do is just set out where you can find me on those channels, both the GaryFernon, sort of the personal branding side of what I do, but also on the business side, the Photoreceptorcell PRC side. And I'm going to use this nifty little glass plate. You may have seen that I did a video for the guys at Octopus Networks. Great company. I'll link the video below. Go check it out. Go check out their website. Great bunch of guys. They've got a great team over there, and they produce some good quality stuff as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let me just come to the side. Start off with, there we go. So this is 2019. Okay, I'm going to start off with, the top line will be PRC and the bottom line is GF. So we have here my personal branding and the company branding, top and bottom. I'm going to start off with, don't mean to turn my back on you, but I think it might be easier. What would be easier is if I actually did it from above, but I don't have the space or the setup to do it, so I'm going to have to muddle through like this, and you just have to bear with me. Right, so I start off with LinkedIn. I'm going to put that across both top and bottom. It's predominantly, well, as I say, it's predominantly the personal branding. It's not. It's very much sort of 50-50 really. I throw most of my content out on LinkedIn because of the business that I'm trying to attract. Now, with the photography and sort of the personal branding, I'm looking for the more corporate side of it. I do predominantly portraiture, so I'm looking at attracting the more corporate headshot type of photos within what I do. I also cover products, small products. It is only small products because I don't have a lot of space here, so I tend to only focus on things that I can either bring away with me, or if I go to companies, I don't take up masses of room. I can just kind of blend in and be there without actually being there, if that makes sense. So first of all, LinkedIn. You'll find me under LinkedIn under GaryFernon rather than under Photoreceptorcell. Okay, so sticking with the personal branding, so go with the GaryFernon. Of course, you have this channel. So we've got the YouTube. We've got Instagram, although that tends to look more like a washing machine, but we've got Instagram. And also, I don't know if you guys know, Anchor. That is where I put out my podcasts. My aim for this year on the podcast is to put out five times a week, an episode 5 times a week. It's called Photo Tips Under 2 Minutes. I try my best to keep them under 2 minutes. More often than not, I fail. I will go over the 2 minutes. We're not talking long form here at all. We are talking anything between 2 and 4 minutes that I ramble on about sort of photo tips. So go check that out, subscribe to that as well. Would love for you to join along. So I'm trying to put out, or certainly throughout 2019, 5 a week. So Monday to Friday is what I aim for. Sometimes if I miss a day during the week, I will look to put one out at the weekend as well. But hit the notifications, you'll know when I post or when I upload an episode. So, and then after that, so that's my primary. My secondary, forgive my drawing, Twitter, obviously. Again, GaryFernon, go on Twitter. I tend to be on Twitter quite a lot, just throwing out just ramblings or things that come to my mind. They go out there first of all. Okay, and also Behance. Behance is where I blog. So I've got the blog, I've got the photos, I've got the audio with Anchor, but I also blog the content as well. So if you prefer to read rather than listen, head over to Behance. I'll link all these below anyway, but head over to Behance. You can read there. What I do on there as well, on the blog, is I do a creative process series, where basically I will take one of the photos that I've taken and I will break it down step by step. So I give you everything that I do within the editing process. So if I alter the curves, I'll tell you by how much. If I adjust the exposure, I tell you by how much. I will show you the beginning image and I will show you every step that I've taken in order to reach that final product. So that is the creative process blog that I do over on Behance. Again, I'll link that below. Okay, now the tertiary side of the personal branding, we have, to a lesser degree, Periscope, Pinterest, Snapchat, not so much on Snapchat anymore, and also, I don't know whether you guys are aware of something called Dayflash. I think they're trying to be a rival to Instagram. I'm giving it a go. If it doesn't work, then I will simply come away from it. But that is, if I bring that closer to you so you can see, so that is they are the sites that I use for my personal branding. So YouTube, Instagram, Anchor, Twitter, Behance for the blogs, and then to a lesser degree Periscope, Pinterest, Snapchat and Dayflash. Okay, so that's for the personal branding. So let's look at the company, my company, PRC, Photoreceptorcell. Again, I have the YouTube channel, go check that out. I also have Facebook, and these are all under Photoreceptorcell, and again I have another Instagram account for PRC as well. But secondarily to that as well, my portfolio is over on SmugMug, look for that logo, and then I also have a very badly drawn bird that we know and love as Twitter, and that Twitter is at PRC Photo. So they are the media sites that you will find me, personal branding and business branding. Would love for you to go check those out. As I say, I'll link them below, and yeah, come join me on my journey through 2019. And let me move those a bit closer again so you can see those a bit better. Oh. So guys, I put out a question. In fact, I scheduled scheduled it on the Facebook page and on my Twitter feed as well. It's come out on Christmas Day, and I said document. and I want to know whether you did document. I'm going to put that tweet up now. Yeah, put it up there. Basically, I said, as you can see, I said it doesn't matter whether you're using your mobile phone, your DSLR, or a compact camera. Just document the day, document the holidays, whatever it is that you wanted to do. Just document. Don't worry about whether the light's right, whether the composition is correct. Don't worry about whether the shots look too yellow or orange because of the lighting, or they're too dark. Don't worry about it. It's more important for you or as far as I'm concerned, it was more important to just document that time, that period, because you're never going to get that time back again. If you're looking for photos that are correctly exposed, the composition is right. Did I say the lighting's right? The exposure? I suppose that is lighting, isn't it? So if you're looking for everything to be correct, that's why you hire for a photographer. But for day-to-day stuff you just want to create a memory for, just take a snap. It really doesn't matter. And I know there's people going to be, or might see this and sort of think, what on earth are you going on about? Because you're telling people not to hire you as a photographer, not to hire us as photographers. Hiring a photographer has its place, and I'm not saying don't do it, because it's important, especially within sort of the corporate world and within the business world. As one, it's good to have. It's correct to have good imagery, whether that be, actually I say imagery, good photos or good video and all. It's good to have both, and it's good to have that professional appearance. And yes, you will hire a photographer for that. Don't get Mary from the back office who happens to have a camera to take your photography, because it's not going to look right. It's not going to send the right message to the people that you're trying to reach. It's also right to hire a photographer if you want to have nice, professional looking shots of your family, your children, your grandparents, and you want to frame it and stick on the wall. Then yes, hire a photographer. But if you're just trying to capture memories, the advancements in technology today, be it in your phones, even in the compact cameras, they're so good. You are going to produce good quality images. They might not be good quality photos, but the image is going to be of a good quality that you can print it to a relatively small size, or you can create a book and just create memories. And that's what photography is. Yeah, it's painting with light is what photography is, but it's also about storytelling, and it's about capturing and telling a story. So guys, yeah, just if you didn't document and you're thinking about it, just don't think about it, just go and do it. Just document. That's all that I'm asking you to do, is don't regret not having taken a photograph because either your wife or your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever, are telling you to put the camera down. Because at the end of the day, I guarantee, come the end of it, they're the ones that are going to be saying, oh, I really like that. I'm really glad that you didn't put the camera down. So ignore them telling you to constantly put the camera down. I get it all the time. But at the end of the day, the end results will speak for themselves. So document is what I'm trying to say, is just document. Believe you me, you will not regret it. So guys, look, I hope that's gone in. I hope for you to follow me on my channels. But for now, remember, be creative, be inspired, be you.